I'm Mama Robin. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hello. If you've been here before, you know I haven't made very many videos. I just started a series last Sunday. Tonight would be the second night of a series. So far I'm calling it my 11 years with psychopath. But let me add this disclaimer right here, right now. I am not a medical professional. I have no medical degrees, none whatsoever, and the person I'm talking about hasn't been officially diagnosed. He's afraid to go to the doctor. He's afraid he will be diagnosed. And he's afraid what would happen to him. But anyway, we're calling this 11 years of psychopath. And like I said, I am not one. And I'm not making light of the subject. If you or you know, if you're having issues with someone, or you know somebody else having issues, or you yourself are having issues, then please, by all means, please go get yourself taken care of. Mental health is very, very important. But I am doing these to help somebody else out there that might see this, and they might see what I went through, and they might see themselves in my spot, and they might need help and not know how. So if you watched the first video, you already know that I've moved away from my husband. I live on my own now. 11 years with him was enough. And in this series, I want to look at all the components that make a psychopath a psychopath. I don't know that he officially is one, but because of his behavior and the things he's done, I think he's got some borderline issues, borderline personality disorders, and I want to examine this with other people. I want people to discuss it. I want people to think about it. I want them to discuss it. I want to know. And I want to help other people. So tonight's the second night of the series. And just in this past week, matter of fact, yesterday, there's been new developments. I was home yesterday, minding my own business, laying on the couch, talking to a friend of mine, and I happened to look over at my back door. And I saw the silhouette of a profile in my back door. Somebody was standing right outside my back door. And they appeared to be listening to my conversation. So I quietly got up and I moved into the kitchen. I looked at my kitchen window because the glass on my doors is a very thick frosted glass. You can't see out, people can't see in. So I looked through my kitchen window and I saw my ex-husband outside, and he was walking around trying to look into my windows. Now, that particular moment, he was in motion. He was walking by, getting ready to look into the bathroom window, I think. But he was walking around looking in windows. And I had never told him where I lived. I know my kids didn't tell him where I lived, but somebody did. And he was lurking around outside the apartment complex, and he was looking in windows and stuff, like I said. And that's creepy. Now, again, that doesn't make him a psychopath, but it does make him a stalker, because I found out from neighbors that he's been doing this for a few days now. It was just yesterday that I caught him. So I caught him. I saw him, then I called the police, and before he realized what was going on, I had him. They arrested him and took him away on harassment and criminal trespassing. I don't know what's next. I don't know what he's going to do next. Maybe nothing. Excuse me. He might just go away. He might just leave me alone now that he's been arrested. Or he might not. So it's behavior like that and other behavior that's much worse that made me want to examine what is a psychopath. What makes a psychopath? What are the key components for being a psychopath. It makes me want to stop and look at things and go, is he one? Was I really living with one for 11 years? I mean, I knew he had issues. I mean, I knew he had some from the beginning. Everybody has issues. Everybody has baggage. He had been in previous relationships. I had been in previous relationships. He had kids. I had kids. Everybody has baggage. Nobody's perfect. But he gaslighted me a lot. He flat out lied. He made me question my own sanity, which, of course, is the meaning and the purpose of gaslighting. He was very violent, very aggressive, very violent. I spent 11 years placating him because I didn't know what to do. I'm not from Texas. I'm originally from Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri to be exact. Go Chiefs. They lost today. And he moved me out here, moved me and my kids out here. And at first, when I first met him, he was a dream come true. He was good looking, he was charming, great personality, had a decent job, he made decent money. He was willing to whisk me and my kids, whisk me off my feet, me and my kids. He moved to Missouri to be closer to me. I met him online. Imagine that. Anyway, I met him online. Our personalities clicked immediately, and the chemistry was instant. We couldn't, if he wasn't at work and he wasn't asleep, he was talking to me either on the laptop or on the phone. A landline. Imagine that, a desktop and a landline. 11 years ago. And sometimes on a cell phone, but I didn't have a cell phone then. He did, but it wasn't. Oh, I'm so sorry. After yesterday's little occurrence with him lurking around the neighborhood, I didn't sleep good last night. I was constantly, every time I hear noise, I was getting up and checking things. Imagine that too. But anyway, so he was lurking around the apartment and looking in my windows and stuff. And somebody had said that they'd seen him over here a couple different times. So I didn't know he was looking around like that. I didn't know he was watching me. A lot of people think that's kind of creepy. And what was really creepy about this is when they frisked him, before they handcuffed him, they were checking him for weapons. They found a picture of my oldest daughter. It was her senior picture. They found a picture of her tucked in the waistband of his jeans. They confiscated it once they realized who it was and everything. And they gave it to me. So that's creepy too. Kind of weird. I haven't told her yet. I'm not sure how I'm going to. I'm not sure if I'm going to or how I'm going to or why he was carrying around a picture of my oldest daughter. It's a little creepy. It's a little weird. He, like I said, I met him online. I did a background check on him. It came up clean. He was a single man. He had been married twice before. He had 2 daughters. I was a single woman. I married twice before. I had 2 daughters. They are same ages, just about, and similar names. But their personality and the chemistry and all that clicked online immediately. On the phone, the voices, I loved his voice. On webcam, he loved the way I looked. I didn't look like this 11 years ago. I love the way he looked. I still think he's a good looking man. I'm not going to tell you that he's not. But I think he has major issues. And now that he's been lurking around my apartment and looking in my windows and apparently listening to my phone calls or whatever's going on, makes me a little bit uneasy. They have him now, but he'll probably be bailed out. If he's not already, he'll be bailed out soon. I don't know what I'm going to do if he keeps coming back. So yeah, with the 11 years that I spent with him, plus the more recent behaviors that I've had, it makes me wonder really how bad his problems are. And the fact that he had a picture, the senior picture of my oldest daughter tucked in the waistband of his jeans while he was lurking around my apartment looking in my windows. A little bit concerning there. Um, so yeah, it was 11 years of violent mood swings and flat out lying and gaslighting. And God, at the end of it, I was questioning. He would gaslight me, and again, I know the meaning and the point of it. It is to make me question my own sanity, and that's what he would do. I would have a conversation with him where I knew what I was talking about. I knew it, but he was so good at gaslighting. He would have me questioning my own sanity, like, really? And then I would sit back and think, am I crazy? Am I the one that's crazy? Am I misunderstanding this? And realize, no, I'm not crazy. I know what I saw. I know what I did. There was enough witnesses to all this that I can back this up. So tonight's only the second night. I've just updated this. Tonight's more of an update from everything that he's done just since last Sunday. Starting next Sunday, we're going to really sit down and have this planned out better. And we're really going to sit down and we're really going to delve in to what makes a psychopath a psychopath. Could be interesting. And again, my disclaimer, I always do at the beginning and the ending of these videos. I am not a medical professional of any kind. And he has never been diagnosed with anything. And I don't mean this as an attempt to diagnose him. And I'm not making light of it. If you or someone you know are having issues, please go get help. Mental health is extremely important. It's important for your physical health. Please, please, I'm not making light of this. I would not do this. But I am trying to tell my story. And in this process, doing it here, I might be able to help someone else in a similar situation. Because if I can reach out and help one person understand where they're at and what they need to do, if I can help one person, I've succeeded. And that would make me happy. Because remember, I'm Mama Robin. And people call me Mama Robin for a reason. So with that being said, tonight's video is a little shorter. Next Sunday will be more in depth about the actual term psychopath. We'll go into things about mine and his relationship. I will be trying to keep names and stuff out of it, obviously. I messed up last video and mentioned my friend's name, but I told him about it after the fact, and he said he didn't care. As long as I didn't have his last name in, he didn't care. But I'm going to be more careful about that because not everybody's that way. But we're gonna delve into my relationship with him, how it started, how it went, how it ended. We're gonna delve into the term psychopath. We're gonna delve into the key components that make people a psychopath, the things that have to say. And like I said, I cannot stress this enough. If you or someone you know are having problems, please go get help. Help your friends get help, whatever. And I am not a medical professional in any way, shape, or form. He has never been diagnosed. So I am using the term psychopath loosely. But I'm using it as a way to expand and figure this out. We're going to sit down together. You and I, we're going to sit down together. We're going to look at this stuff. We're going to figure out what's going on with him. I'm going to do some research between now and next Sunday. We're going to start with this. We're going to get this done. Like I said, if I help one person, I'm happy. So until next Sunday, y'all have a beautiful and blessed week. Peace out.